This also happened at the G20. Our crew witnessed it a few years ago in Pittsburgh. So it's a very serious situation. That's going to be coming up. Also, the FBI sent innocent people to their deaths for decades. FBI pushed junk science to condemn the accused. Very important special report. Antibiotic resistance, combating deadly superbugs, weak in most countries. World Health Organization report says that soon there could basically be hundreds of drug-immune or drug-resistant antibiotics that are out there. We're going to get into that very important global health threat. And the good news that Tyson Chicken, McDonald's, and others are announcing phasing out of antibiotics because they understand that it is causing major autoimmunity problems in humans, major intestinal problems, but more importantly is accelerating the mutation of super bacteria in these diseased petri dishes that are factory farms. So that is all coming up today as well. Also, U.S. News and World Report, defense bill recognizes Iraq's Kurdish Sunni militias as a country. The plan has always been to break Iraq in three parts. Part of it will be Islamic State run by Saudi Arabia. Part of it will be basically run by Iran. And the other part will be run by the West in and around Baghdad, a multinational zone. So you now see that plan coming closer to fruition. Absolute globalist treason. They break countries up into subregions, then swallow those into super regions. That's the globalist model. Balkanize the nation state, shatter it, bankrupt it, bomb it, or economically depress it. Then move in after that with a larger super region around it that then begins taxing the populations. Asian Union, North American Union, and, of course, the European Union. Also, Russia has now launched wartime government HQ in major military upgrade. That's just some of what's coming up today. Kim Jong-un has executed 15 top North Korean officials. That's being reported by The Telegraph. We're going to go to break in a moment and come back with Joe Biggs and Jakari Jackson on the ground in Baltimore, Maryland with what they witnessed last night. And let me tell you, the first clip I want to play is shocking. Baltimore councilman, quote, loses it, says just call them N-words after CNN host calls rioters thugs. Obama has called folks thugs. The mayor has called them thugs. But see, this is the same deal. Black people can say the N-word, but they're going to go further now, these race baiters, these socialists manipulating black communities, these Al Sharpton types. Now they're going to start saying any other word they want is racist, but only they can use it. And pretty soon, only black poverty pimps and their fellow travelers will be able to use the English language. And I'm not joking. That's why they say we're banning Halloween events at private corporations and yoga studios and major colleges because someone might have an offensive costume. Pre-restraint. That's why they're saying we're banning the brown bags or banning, making the shape of a gun with your hands, playing cops and robbers. It's about a war on communication. The city councilman in Baltimore dropped the N-word on TV, becoming irate. It was all staged. His constituents will love it. As CNN host argued that labeling violent looters thugs was correct use of language. Yeah, thug just means highwayman, looter. I mean, we call the thugs in England, mainly white thugs. That's what they're called, soccer thugs. They're thugs. They're thugs attacking and looting and burning. They're thugs. Out-of-control criminal motorcycle gangs. I don't care what color they are. They're thugs. Let's go to his staged event hyping racial division. Here it is.
Come on, so calling them thugs, just call them niggers. Just call them niggers. No, we don't have to call them by names such as that. We don't have to do that. That is exactly what we've sent them to. No, when you say come on what?
Yeah, attacking firefighters, attacking police, attacking citizens, attacking reporters is thug behavior. And when the police attacked the AP reporter on Monday, what did I call them? I called them thugs, criminal thugs. We'll be right back after this break. But first, here's a word from Martin Luther King.
This is a protest. and this is a riot. If you can't tell the difference, then you are part of the problem. Infowars.com.
Hear that? That's the sound of a house being trashed while a gang of thieves ransack the place. And what they don't steal will be destroyed.
You can prevent being the next victim of a break-in. Go to faketv.com and discover a device that creates the illusion someone inside is watching TV, even when you're miles away. Security is a mindset, and Fake TV should be part of your security solution. Be vigilant, but not fearful. faketv.com.
Hi, this is Ted Anderson. Have you ever wondered why banks, stockbrokers, investment advisors won't talk about gold IRAs? They've been available since 1986, yet the financial industry won't recognize the value of gold for your retirement. Gold has outperformed paper investments, yet no word about IRAs. If you would like to have gold for your retirement, call 800-686-2237. Don't get left behind by rising inflation and low returns. Call 800-686-2237. Secure your future and call 1-800-686-2237.
Hi, I'm Alex Jones. When I got on air 20 years ago, I weighed 180 pounds. I lift weights 5 days a week. I could swim 2-3 miles. Then I discovered the New World Order, the globalists, their agenda. I started an Access television show. I was so dedicated to my work and hanging around with radio guys that I began drinking. I began smoking cigars and then even cigarettes. I transformed from looking like a white Bruce Lee to looking like a Jabba the Hutt. So I began a journey 5 years ago to shed the almost 100 pounds. I started taking Super Male Vitality and saw dramatic results in just a few weeks. When I added to the mix the key products developed by Dr. Group for InfoWarsLife.com, the results were incredible. Take the InfoWarsLife.com challenge today at InfoWarsLife.com or give our crew a call. They can answer all your questions or tell you about any of the specials at 888-253-3139.
It's very easy to be a criminal. All you need to burglarize a home is one simple household tool, a pair of scissors. If your home security system can be compromised by a criminal using scissors, then you're making it easy for them. Almost every home security system, even those sold by big-name companies, has a weakness: the phone line. You shell out $1,500, get locked into a long-term contract, and think you're safe. But a burglar can destroy your alarm in seconds with one snip. And when a burglar cuts your phone line, you're defenseless. Simply Safe Home Security is the smarter choice. Built by Harvard engineers, Simply Safe uses a wireless connection to call the cops. Scissors can't cut it, and that means your home stays safe. 24/7 professional monitoring is under $15 a month with no contract. Simply Safe Home Security keeps you safer than the other guys for half the cost. Protect your home with the alarm you can trust. Simply Safe. Go to simplysafedefense.com now for an exclusive 10% offer. That's simplysafedefense.com.
Last year, in the Nevada desert, one family took a stand for freedom. Numanna Food Storage was the first and only company to support the rights of the Bundys. While others stood down, Numanna took donations and provided storable foods to the men at Bunkerville. Founded by patriots who believe in liberty, Numanna Food Storage is GMO-free, great tasting, and easy to prepare. Food is freedom. Buy Numanna today at PowerPrepper.com. Numanna Food Storage you'll love to eat at PowerPrepper.com.
Who has over 65 seed varieties of 34 different vegetables?
Down to Earth.
Who has over 63,000 seeds packaged to last 50 years?
Down to Earth.
Whose seeds can be frozen to maintain germination?
Down to Earth seeds. No hybrids, no GMOs, just proven old-time seed varieties grown all over the country by our grandparents. Our kids have the best variety and the largest quantities of vegetable seed for the best price. Get your food security now at downtoearthseeds.com or call 870-427-3039.
Take you live to our reporter, Joe Biggs, and Jakari Jackson on the ground in Baltimore, Maryland. And just breaking on Infowars.com, Walmarts in Baltimore are refusing ammo sales. We're sending our reporters over there right after they finish talking to us. This is important. We're going to get it on video. walking right up and then refusing the ammo sales at the Walmart. But it's been confirmed, huge news, that citizens defending themselves, the idea of citizens going and buying ammo to protect themselves is inherently evil. Absolutely wild. We'll break down all the martial law developments, but the bottom line is this. It's about conditioning the public to see the image of armored vehicles and troops with machine guns on the streets, a giant conditioning operation. And that's why the mayor ordered to stand down. That's why she, quote, gave him an area to loot. She's on the president's council, one of 3 mayors. She's pushing for federalization. This is a false flag attack. And now if you call the thugs, you're a racist. Well, I called the cops thugs when they attacked the AP reporter. I called them thugs when they shot Joe Biggs and tear-gassed Jakari in Ferguson. And I'm calling the people attacking firefighters thugs, too. I don't like gangs. Everybody knows it. I don't care if it's a white supremacist motorcycle gang. I don't care if it's a black gang. I don't care if it's a Hispanic gang or an Asian gang. I hate groups of cowards running around feeding on innocent people. And what you've had is criminal gangs in black areas take over and intimidate everybody to adopt their criminal culture. And it's destroying the black community. It is a criminal thug culture. And then stacked up against thug cops, it makes them look good. I don't mean all the cops are thugs either. There's a thug culture taking over the world. The globalists are thugs. Hitler was a thug. Stalin was a thug. Mao Zedong was a thug. And they always want the good people's guns. Excuse me. Excuse me. Let's go to Joe Biggs and Jakari Jackson. We'll talk to Joe in this segment, Jakari in the next. Great job getting out there last night, getting the tear gassing and LRAD footage. Tell us what else you saw, Joe Biggs.
Joe Biggs here with Infowars.com. We're in downtown Baltimore at City Hall, and as you can see behind me, there's National Guard lined up and down. And it's not just here at City Hall, Alex. It is all of Baltimore. There are Humvees, LMTVs, FMTVs, vehicles patrolling up and down the roads, helicopters in the air, massive amounts of police at every corner in the entire city. At nighttime, the nightlife in Baltimore that they usually thrive off of and businesses make money off of is completely dead now, because at 10 o'clock, even if you own a bar, you're not allowed to even have patrons or anything like that. People have to be at their home. So this is affecting Baltimore tenfold. Not just the people, not just the businesses that were looted, but the ones who weren't looted and have to be shut down early because of this. We got here last night. We got here a little late. We got here just about, I think it was like 8 minutes after the curfew had been in place, but they allowed media to go over to where the hot spots were. We were at North and Pennsylvania Avenue. And when we got there, there was probably 200-300 police officers standing in the middle of the road. They had started off small in the middle and then started pushing out around all the roads to push people further and further back. There were a few times that some people were shot at with the pepper balls or the rubber bullets, and the pepper balls kind of give off that smoke, pepper spray kind of smell as well. So it wasn't as bad. It definitely worked, but as you can see, I mean, it's a complete and total police state out here now. I mean, like I said, you cannot go around a corner without seeing a Humvee, without seeing soldiers posted up with M4s. You know, this isn't a training exercise. They don't have blank adapters on the front of their guns. They don't have missing magazines in the well. There are magazines in there. They're fully armored. They've got their gas mask on. This is what's happening here in Baltimore.
And for folks that don't know, under every definition, when you've got military locked and loaded, when you've got armored vehicles, when you've got a nighttime curfew for adults and children, when you've got this situation, it's called martial law. When you were in Baghdad, when you were in Iraq, which was under a type of martial law, obviously, were restaurants and bars allowed to be open after 10?
Oh, well, they don't have bars or anything like that, but I mean, some people just didn't care. I mean, those people, that's their home. They're not really going to, listen to what they're saying.
By the way, that's a good point. There were bars until Saddam was removed, where restaurants and hotels and things open after 10 at night.
Yeah.
So you're saying there was less freedom after 10 in Baltimore than when you were in Iraq?
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, it was a ghost town. Like I felt like I was in that movie Vanilla Sky, and it was just me and Jakari were the only two people alive on the planet, because we were just driving up and down the roads. There was nothing going on. There was nothing. Everyone's blinds were closed. no open signs in any bar that would normally be open as of like a week ago. Everything is completely shut down in this town. Today, there's a little bit of a pulse, but mostly media out here. Some people are going back to their normal jobs, but still there's a lot of business.
Joe Biggs, Infowars.com reporter. Stay there. I want to get a shot closer to the troops up against the fence when we come back and talk to you and Jakari.
We're on the mark.